With the 11th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Devin Vassell from Florida State University.
The second Seminole of the night going off the board. Devin Vassell joining Patrick Williams, his teammate at Florida State, as lottery picks, and Vassell is going to the San Antonio Spurs. But that hat's fitting just about right now.
With the 12th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Tyrese Haliburton from Iowa State University.
Tyrese has been waiting for a while, and do you think this is an absolute steal for the Kings, Jay Will?
I do. I think he's one of the best guards there is in the draft. And look, the reality for the Sacramento Kings is you're not sure if De'Aaron Fox wants to be there long term. You're not sure if Buddy Hield wants to be there long term. Drafting a young playmaker, somebody that can.
With the 13th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Kira Lewis Jr. from the University of Alabama.
So the celebration for Kira Lewis Jr., the Alabama guard who played last year for Nate Oates, who's trying to transform that program, and the celebration has started for the guy who...
With the 14th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Aaron Nesmith from Vanderbilt University.
Yeah, the right color suit. That looks like, on my monitor here, it looks like he has the Celtic green suit. He averaged 23 points a game, shot better than 50% from the floor, 52% from three, and led the nation. Of course, his season was cut short.
With the 15th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Cole Anthony from the University of North Carolina.
Hey, I recognize one of those guys in the Cole Anthony celebration. There's Spike Lee celebrating with Cole, who, after a season at North Carolina, is going to the Orlando Magic, and perhaps you know that his father...
With the 16th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Isaiah Stewart from the University of Washington.
So Isaiah Stewart celebrating his selection, 16th overall. Grew up in Rochester, New York, went across the country to play for UW, and you see him celebrating and getting that Trailblazers hat. We check in now as Adrian Wojnarowski joins us. Woj, what do you have on this pick that Portland just made of Isaiah Stewart out of Washington?
Yeah, Reese, this pick has moved around. It went from Portland to Houston and then to the...
With the 17th pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Aleksej Pokusevski from Novi Sad, Serbia.
And from Athens, Greece, we showed you the suit that Aleksej had chosen last night. Very James Bond look, very sleek, very Mike Schmitz looking suit. Stylish guy. He's the youngest eligible player in the draft at the age of 18. What do you got from him, Mike?
Yeah, he's on the short list of potential.
With the 18th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Josh Green from Sydney, Australia, and the University of Arizona.
So Josh Green spent a lot of his childhood in Australia, but moved to the United States to sharpen his basketball skills, and that he did. Turned out to be the number 8 overall recruit in the ESPN 100. But when he came to the U.S. as a 14-year-old, he had tried just about everything. In fact, he had been a standout in something very... Commissioner Adam Silver.
With the 19th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Saddiq Bey from Villanova University.
And Saddiq Bey was a guy who was really wearing out his former Villanova teammate Eric Paschal about what life in the NBA was like. When he got to Villanova, he was constantly asking questions about how to get a lot more time on the floor. But it was his mom, who was a high school principal and earned a doctorate in educational leadership. Her motivation and tough love made him the guy he is now.
With the 20th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select Precious Achiuwa from Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and the University of Memphis.
Precious Achiuwa was the Player of the Year in the American Athletic Conference. He was the only freshman in Division I to average a double-double this past year, nearly 16 points, nearly 11 rebounds per game to go along with a couple of blocks. And he really helped himself with the way he started playing, the effort and the energy that he showed in the latter stages as he waits for the rest of the game catch up.